Yo, what's going on guys? Ian77 here. In today's video we're going to be pushing mid ladder with the Fake Xbow deck. Alright, hopping in the first match here, we're going to be facing this guy. Do have a pretty okay cycle here. I have a few cycle cards, so we're just going to go in with the Ice Spirit here. Don't really want to make too big of a play or anything, because honestly for like one of the first times on our channel we're pushing in like true mid ladder, like in this range people pretty much run any deck, so kind of scared of what they could just like throw at me. And yeah, we're gonna be facing Witch here. I pretty much never face Witch except in like giant graveyards sometimes, so I can already tell it's mid ladder. And he's gonna go with E-barbs at the river here, so just gonna laugh at him and just gonna kind of bring the E-barbs to the middle so that we can easily counter them. Yeah, so I know a few people have done videos similar to this where they made a fake Xbow deck using RG, but nobody has ever done it for 3.0 Xbow. I'm pretty sure like pretty much everyone did it for just 2.9 Xbow. Alright, so our RG is actually going to get a ton of damage here. I didn't really want to play my RG like too early, but he was like kind of down a good amount of elixir, and he also wasted his E-barb, so I knew he didn't have much to counter our RG most likely, so we got quite a lot of damage right here, and this deck is super good defensively. The only thing we have to look out for is to make sure that our offense is good enough, so getting that early damage is really good for us right here. Alright, so I'm not really too sure what his last cards are, so I'm just gonna cycle at night here. I don't want to like pre-Tesla or something. It looks like he's gonna have Mega Knight actually, so pretty typical mid-ladder thing. And yeah, so gonna play a Tesla here now. I didn't really want to play it in case he had like a balloon or something, but kind of just want to use it here anyways, just so that we can kill this Mega Knight. And I kind of doubt he would have a balloon in this deck, but I'm not really sure at this point. Alright, so he's going to use a mini Pekka, so he does actually have quite a lot of RG counters, but the nice thing is that we always have those quick, cheap cards to defend all of his spamming units, and we can always defend him pretty well, so yeah. And we're just going to go with that Knight plus RG here, actually. It looks kind of funny, but the Knight should actually do a pretty good job at tanking for the RG, so might get like a... I think it got like one extra hit because of that, so kind of worth it, actually. Alright, so he's going to set up with an MK here, so gonna just set up early archers here. We might like fireball them or something, so I just want to get back to another pair as quickly as possible by cycling this one first. And he's gonna give us a pretty good fireball here. He does have minion horde as well though, so we have to be careful on what we fireball, but he just gave us such a good fireball value that it's not really any problem to take it right there. So just gonna go with the RG here as well. Gonna log. I was kind of expecting those E-barbs, but with the log there, it kind of made his E-barb's first attack delayed just a little bit, so kind of helped our RG out to get through. Alright, so his tower is pretty low at this point, so we're gonna probably just need a couple fireballs here, and yeah, might just RG here as well, because even though it does have pretty good RG counters, it's pretty difficult for him to like fully stop the RG, and I think that will probably be GG. Alright, hopping in the second match here, gonna be facing this guy. And by the way, guys, I did want to say that we did get 50,000 subscribers recently, and I'm also gonna try to make like a special video just for that, but it is taking quite a while. It's gonna be like a Hog EQ guide video, so might try to release it sometime in the next few days if you guys want to see it, because I know a lot of you guys have been saying you would like to see it, so could just be like a good video that you guys could like refer back to whenever you're kind of stuck on a matchup or something like that. So yeah. And by the way, guys, make sure to subscribe if you have been enjoying the video. It definitely helps the channel out a lot, and you can always change your mind. Alright, so in this match I think we're going to be facing Logbait here. He has the Goblin Barrel. He does also have Prince here, so you know, we are in mid ladder, so we can't really know what to expect here, but I guess he's just going to have like Prince Logbait, and he's going to go with the far Juke Barrel, so I'm actually going to pull the goblins back a little bit, and wow, we actually activated our King Tower there, so yeah, that's really nice actually. Just going to go with the RG at the bridge here, because he wasted his Prince, and he allowed us to get the King activation, so I'm not like too worried about defense here. Kind of just want to make sure that we can get some damage on his towers now. And yeah, the activated King Tower should be pretty nice here. Always gonna gonna help pretty much no matter what. I feel like it's always gonna be a good idea to activate your king tower. By the way, guys, what stuff have you guys been doing lately? Like, what kind of like hobbies do you guys like doing right now? Because like I actually have a 2-week break from school. Like, I think the way my school has it is where we have like a shorter summer break, but in return for that we kind of have like random breaks throughout the year sometimes. So I'm on one of those breaks right now for a couple weeks and not really too sure what to do. I mean, I am pushing top ladder a lot and making YouTube videos, but I don't know if you guys have like any movie suggestions or anything. Let me know in the comments down below. Honestly, I never really watch movies, but I have like a 2-week break right now, so I might as well give it a try and see if I like them. So yeah, let me know. All right, so normally when you're playing an RG deck, you always like to cycle your RGs in the back of the kind of like the back of the arena so that you can get back to another RG when they, I don't know, use whatever counters they have. But I don't really want to go with RGs in the back with this deck because it's also such a cheap deck, so it doesn't really make too much sense to go with RGs in the back. We don't have like a fisherman or something to pull away his units, so it'd probably just like give him free counter push if we want the RG in the back. So I'm mostly going with them at the bridge here, but we did get a good amount of damage from one of our RGs, so I'm already in a pretty good spot. Yeah, I think we did outcycle his Inferno Tower here, so looking pretty good here. And he is going to Goblin Barrel, but we can just Archers plus Ice Spirit. Probably didn't even need the Ice Spirit, but I was kind of expecting him to go with it in a normal position, so looking pretty good here. Just going to go with another RG. We're kind of just spamming this guy out, but that's kind of sometimes what you have to do with these types of decks. And yeah, looking really good right here. He's actually going to Prediction Fireball there. I know my opponents aren't playing too well here, but this is mid-ladder, so I guess these are the type of players that you guys usually face, so yeah, maybe you guys are used to this already. And RG will get a shot right there. He does scar me. He does have a lot of Logbait cards here, but we're still able to always break through for those little RG connections, it feels like, so pretty good spot here. And since he does have Prince in his deck, I don't really think he has Rocket, or at least I wouldn't expect that he would have Rocket, so yeah. And he does actually have Fireball. I kind of forgot that he used that already, but that should be pretty good for us, because even though the Fireball, I guess, can chip our tower, it's not going to be nearly as good as a Rocket would be, so should be pretty good here. I'm just going to Fireball his tower. We don't really need to get any damage, but I'm just kind of doing it just to force him to be more aggressive as well, so maybe we can break through here. Yeah, so I know just with this deck so far, we haven't really been saving our RGs much. We kind of used them pretty early on in these games, but actually working out pretty well here. And we're gonna have probably 2 pretty nice wins here. Just gonna RG again, and yeah, pretty easy wins here. I'm pretty sure we basically won already. That's gonna be GG. Alright, hopping in the next game here, we're going to have a pretty good cycle here. We're going to be facing this guy, and I'm just going to cycle the Ice Spirit here. Going to feel what this guy is playing. And guys, by the way, maybe if some of you guys are stuck in mid-ladder, you can kind of like pick up on my play style in these games and kind of see like how you want to play in mid-ladder, because it's definitely different compared to top ladder. And looks like we are going to be against an Elixir Golem first play. I know like everybody pretty much hates Elixir Golem, but at top ladder you hardly ever actually see it. But I guess you guys still get Elixir Golem first played when you're in mid ladder. So yeah. All right, so just gonna go for the King Tower activation here. We're gonna get it. Really clean King activation against the E-Drag. Even when the E-Drag isn't hitting your tower, if it's hitting like a Tesla in that placement, you can still activate your King Tower. And he's also gonna spend the arrows there, so we're gonna go with the RG here. Unfortunately, he does have the mini Pekka there, so yeah, not going to get the second shot. It probably would have got one more shot if it was level 14, but doesn't matter too much here, I think. And probably not the best NATO there by him. I guess he wasn't expecting us to have the Ice Spirit on the ready there, but pretty much just a negative Elixir trade for him, so we're in a really good spot right here. It is pretty fine to have RG in the last few matchups here. I feel like it actually does does like just as well as Xbow would in a lot of these situations here, but I'm just gonna try to sit back a bit here and defend, because I don't really wanna RG other lane or anything, because then he could just get an Inferno Dragon on it, and the damage would kind of be evened out on both of his towers, but it wouldn't really help us in any way. So just gonna make sure that we can defend here, and also gonna Fireball here. Kind of just wanna push back his supporting units so that we can finish off his Elixir Golem first, and then worry about them. And we're gonna leak a few Elixir there, kind of unfortunately, but still a pretty easy defense here. He does have arrows, but should be fine. I'm gonna go with the Knight RG here, but the Knight does actually go behind the RG, so not really ideal, but still gonna get a couple RG shots, and a pretty good spot here for us, because we did also force him to use the Battle Healer there, so his next Eagle and push probably won't be nearly as strong as it could have been if he had saved that Battle Healer. So he's gonna go with the Elixir Golem. I'm just gonna go RG same lane here, because it is already double Elixir, so not too worried about defense, even though it may seem like a bit of an aggressive play. I'm going to cycle Archers first here over Tesla, because I know that he's probably going to arrow the Archers, so I want to get back to more as quickly as possible. And we're also going to get a super good Fireball there, pretty much pushing everything back and damaging it down quite a bit. And we already have another pair of Archers back in the ready right now, so yeah, looking pretty good right here. Yeah, and honestly the King activation just really making it super easy on defense, and that's going to be game. Alright, hopping in the next game here, we're going to be facing this guy. And yeah, so I don't have any idea what any of these guys are playing, so just going to be playing like how anyone would be playing at mid ladder, I guess. And that's kind of unlucky there that we wasted our Ice Spirit. If we didn't waste our Ice Spirit, we probably could have activated King Tower off of the Bandit, but just going to settle to counter it with Skeletons for now. And he's going to zap it as well, but not a prediction zap, so it's not really going to get very much damage or anything, so pretty good spot for us here. Alright, and seeing the zap here, it's probably going to be Pekka, and yeah, he does have Electro Wizard as well, so I'm pretty sure it will be Pekka here, which is going to be a bit of an interesting matchup. It's pretty good when you have Xbow, but I feel like it may be a bit more difficult with RG, but we'll just have to see, I guess. And Tesla is going to be played maybe not perfectly, but we might actually be able to activate our King Tower off of this Bandit. Yeah, the Barbarian tanks for the Bandit just enough to where we can get the King activation, so really nice here for us. Honestly, that's why I love playing Cycle Decks, because they're just like so much, I don't know, outplay potential. Like you can do all those fancy King activations and all of that stuff, so it's always really fun and interesting. You always find out new interactions, I feel like, so that's pretty nice. I'm just going to go with the RG at the bridge here. Kind of unlucky timing that he goes with the Magic Archer at the same time, but I'm still going to give us one RG shot here, and even though it seems really aggressive by us, I feel like it's not actually too bad of a play, because I know that he's going to not be able to break through very easily since we do have the activated King Tower. So if you don't have your King Tower activated, I'd recommend being quite a lot more passive, but should be fine like this. And Pekka's just getting absolutely demolished by all three of our towers targeting it, and super clean defense here, actually. I'm not even sure if the barbs will get any damage on our tower. Yeah, flawless defense, actually, even though we just spent that RG. I'm just going to go with the RG at 0 Elixir here. Pretty sure he's pretty low on Elixir, so going to take him quite a while to get the Pekka down, and we're already going to get like 3 RG shots. It looks like even a 4th one right there, so really good for us right here. Even though RG isn't that hard for the opponents to counter when it's used in this deck, it's always pretty hard for them to keep up with your cycle, so you can always outcycle them pretty easily. I'm just going to kite this Pekka back with the RG. Might still need Skeletons on it, and the Battle Ram is coming down pretty quickly, but Log is going to knock back the Barbarians and kill the actual Battle Ram itself, so yeah, pretty good here. And we did get a couple RG shots as well, so now he's pretty much in spell cycle range. I think we just need maybe like a RG shot or 2 and a Fireball, and that's probably going to be GG here in a little bit. Yeah, so Fireball was range there, so yeah, really easy win here once again. Alright, hopping in the next match here, we're going to be facing this guy. We do have RG in our starting hand here, but never really want to go with it right away. Gonna always want to cycle a few cards before we use the RG, just so that they're thinking that we're going to be playing 3.0 Xbow, even though we don't actually have the Xbow there, because it can definitely like the benefit of playing like a kind of strange deck like this is that none of the opponents will expect you to be playing the alternate win conditions, so they're going to be like playing as they would play as if they were facing a 3.0 Xbow deck, so can sometimes benefit you quite a bit depending on what they decide to do. Alright, so we're going to be facing Lava here. He's going to go with a pretty big Lava push right at the start, but we were able to separate the Baby Dragon from the Lava Hound, and our Tesla was able to finish it off pretty easily here, so honestly pretty easy defense here, and it could have been actually pretty bad for us, but we had pretty good timings on all of our defensive units, so it worked out pretty well here. I'm just going to go with the RG in the back here. Honestly, I probably could have went for it at the bridge, but kind of just want to go with it in the back, just so that I can feel him out a little bit more. And yeah, he does have Inferno Dragon here, so I'm gonna try to snipe it with some archers here. And he does actually have NATO in his deck, so I don't think he actually has any arrows in his deck like they normally might have, just because of that. So pretty good for us. And we're already gonna get back to another RG here. And yeah, just gonna go with it at the bridge here, so yeah, so actually that RG in the back kind of paid off for us a little bit. He is gonna NATO it back as well, but still probably gonna get like a couple shots, and we're just gonna go with Knight Archers as well in the other lane. I think he's pretty low on Elixir, so might actually get quite a good amount of damage. And yeah, he is gonna go with the Miner there, but actually gonna take like most of his tower just from that, so looking really good right here. Alright, he's going to go with the Lava Hound in the back. I'm just going to go with the RG at the river, but I'm going to go for it in the left lane here. Kind of just want to make it so that both of his towers will be pretty much down. And we're going to Fireball the Inferno Dragon as well, because I guess in this variation of Lava Hound, he doesn't have like a flying machine or anything, so we don't really need to save our Fireball in specific for anything. And yeah, going to go with another Tesla here. He's going to get the Skelly King down, but looks like it's not going to be targeted by the Tesla. And he's actually gonna have lightning as well, kind of weirdly, but yeah, really good defense here. And he can't really kill our archers too well. He's gonna get a NATO off, but he spent quite a lot, and the one archer is still alive doing work. So yeah, that's probably gonna be game here. Just need a Fireball, but I'm just gonna go with the RG here, just so that I can hopefully take both of his towers, but not sure if he'll actually let us. Alright, so RG does get one shot, and that's gonna be game. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!